We got the Knicks, Celtics. That's a good game. I wonder if Julius Randle gonna have it. So I mean, it depends if Julius is playing. If Julius ain't playing, then I don't know. Then you got the Lakers and Timberwolves. That's gonna be an amazing game. Hopefully, we see Bronny play. But how you feel about this the schedule?
The schedule seems good. I like the schedule for Dallas. They kind of have a below average amount of back to backs, which is nice. So, that they'll be more rested when they play
Uh
people.
huh.
Their schedule is a little bit easy for like the first 2 weeks, and then they have a real tough part. And then at the end, it's kind of easy. They kind of have an easy streak to go into the playoffs. So I like it. I think, testing Dallas early, seeing who's going to be in the lineup, who's not going to be in the lineup. And then, so that way when they get down to the last quarter of the season after All-Star or the last third of the season, that they'll be ready for the playoffs. Hopefully they'll have Clay firing on all cylinders. We'll see. We'll see if Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes added to Wembayama, if two veterans can raise the play of the Spurs, because they still got Wemby and they still have that what's his name, Vassell.
Vassell, yeah.
Vassell, who's pretty good.
Yeah, and also this year I want to see what the whole Celtics situation, like how is Jason Tatum gonna be acting after basically getting no minutes in the Olympic Games
0.
and not getting MVP for the finals. What's gonna happen with that situation? I want to know about the Dame Lillard,
Bronny's gonna start against the T-Wolves.
Horribles.
Take the bench, D'Angelo.
Take the bench. Also, I want to know how the Clippers finna look, because I mean, ain't no more PG. You got Harden and Kawhi.
And Derrick Jones Jr.
Oh, and Derrick Jones Jr. But basically, you just got Harden because I mean, Kawhi's only gonna be there for so many games. And he's like, and then
Man,
Westbrook's gone.
a lot of people think the Clippers ain't going to be the Clippers no more. They don't think that James Harden's going to be able to carry him by himself because, like you said, Kawhi's kind of like plays like 50% of the games most seasons. So I don't know if the Clippers are really going to be a threat. A lot of people think that they're going to be a lower echelon, probably like play-in level team this year in the West. Do you think the Clippers are going to fall off that much?
Yeah, I can see the Clippers falling off that much, and if they do, it won't be a problem because at the same time they can be like, we rebuilding. All we got is Harden, because I mean, he's gonna have this long. If James Harden doesn't make it, it's not gonna be a marker on his legacy. It's like, oh yeah, he's trash. It's like he had no help. Kawhi was not there.
Do you think Harden's going to go back to a little bit of a flashback where his stats are going to go back
He's going
up?
back to Harden mode. He's going back to Rocket mode. Rocket mode.
I don't think he'll be that. I mean, he was averaging 36
Who you
points.
finna pass it to?
No. Just listen. I'm just saying he was averaging 36 points a game when he played for Houston, which is freaking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a little bit older. I don't think he's going to have that same punch, but I could see him like going, because he was getting down to like 20 or 22. I could see him getting back up to like 28. Like 28 points a game.
I can see that.
And being like a big time scorer again. Not quite 36, but in today's game, if you're a 30-point scorer, you're one of the tops in the league. So I think he'll get back up there, maybe a little bit below the tops, but like 27, 28.
I want to see what the Suns do this year. I mean, like they
Bradley Beal,
KD,
Booker, are they going to be able to figure it out? Did they build a little extra chemistry with playing on the Olympic team with Booker and KD, since they both played a lot of minutes? So we're going to see if they're any good. They still have the problem of not having any role players. And then with Milwaukee, we'll see if their health, they'll have their first healthy season with Dame, Giannis, and Middleton.
I want to see what the Warriors do. I mean, because no more Clay. See how they. I mean,
Philly's got
Paul
George, and Embiid.
That's gonna be a good one.
New big three. See if they're any good.
Because even if Joel Embiid doesn't play, you still got Maxey and Paul George. They can do it.
So they'll be able to recover that in the regular season. Paul George will enjoy the extra looks when Embiid sits down.
New Zion. We'll see a new Zion look.
Zion looks in shape. If he'll be good. Denver, we'll see if they'll be able to recapture that good, because they lost another starter.
Reggie Jackson. They lost who else?
Well, that was a backup. They lost Reggie Jackson as their backup point guard,
Caldwell
but they
Pope.
lost Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, their starting shooting guard. So
And
they say that Christian Braun was good off the bench, like playing like 10 to 15 minutes a night. Do you think that he's going to be able to set up and play like 25, 30 minutes like a starter?
I mean, he's gonna have to, and then
he's gonna have to. But do you think he's gonna be good in those minutes?
He's not. And then they got Westbrook.
Oh yeah, they did get Westbrook.
and he can't shoot. So I mean, I like because a lot of times
Is he gonna play over Braun? Do you think they'll have Murray and Westbrook as their guard and shooting guard in their closing lineups?
yeah, of course. I mean, yeah,
And
unless
then
Jamal,
small forward will be Porter Jr. and then they'll have Gordon
but
and
I can see
Joker.
I can see this being like one of the Westbrook's best years coming off the bench, just because he has Jokic and
If Braun's starting, maybe Braun, instead of playing like 25, 30 minutes, maybe he's only playing 20, and Westbrook's playing 25, 30 minutes, and so he's getting a more run to get more stats. So you might see a little uptick in Westbrook's production
and John
than
Morant
he's done in the past few years.
Get a full season of John now. John
Morant back with the Grizzlies. What's crazy is the Grizzlies were still not projected as that good of a team, but if you look at their talent, they actually got enough talent to really be a top 6 team in the West. I mean, because you got John Morant coming back, who's plays at an all-star level, and then you got Marcus Smart, who's one of the best defenders in the league. They just got Edey.
Mm-hmm.
Edey is already working out with John Morant, so they finally got a big man because Steven Adams was always injured, and they got Jaren Jackson Jr. See if he'll be able to have a good year. And then OKC with their young talent, and they got rid of Giddey and got Caruso and Hartenstein, so they got even more players to add to it. And you don't have to worry about Giddey not shooting. Caruso can shoot.
Mm-hmm.
So and the Knicks getting Mikal Bridges.
Hey,
so
Knicks might be number 1 in the East this year.
Who's your team, Coast? Who are you picking?
The Lakers.
Well, I'm Team Dallas. Comment
Lakers
your
coming
team
out
down below.
Lakers coming out the East. No, I mean we gonna let me see the
Lakers coming out the East.
West. I mean the number 1. Who I feel like is gonna be number 1 in the West and the East.
Dallas is gonna smoke them in the first round.
That's a lie.
Clay's gonna hit like a 3-pointer on LeBron and then sneak dunk him as well.
He gonna blow his knees out. Let's see. I want to say coming out of the West, number 1's going to be. I want to say Timberwolves. Timberwolves might be number 1 this year. And then on the East,
yeah, they got Dillingham for nothing from the Spurs. Ridiculous.
True. And on the East, I can see the Knicks being number 1.
The Knicks.
The Knicks. Especially if they
You don't think the Celtics are going to be back as number 1?
Nah, they'll be like number 2.
I think the Celtics, Philly, and the Bucks and Knicks, depending on injuries, that those are going to be the 4 that are fighting for the top of the East.
Philly.
Bucks.
So basically the same way it was this year.
Yeah, but the Bucks got all injured. And
True.
the Knicks got all injured.
And Pacers got injured.
And the Philly were partially injured.
I mean,
yeah,
right.
And the Pacers, they kept their team
Halliburton got
together.
hurt.
So they're basically running back. As far as I know, they didn't get any big acquisitions.
I want to see if they trade Miles Turner finally this year, or the fact that they made it so far that now it's newfound hope in Indy.
Yeah, and then Dallas, of course, you got Clay, Kyrie, and Luka. And then if Derek Lively, who had one of the best rookie seasons, if he's going to step up and take it to the next level, and if
I want to see if Gafford goes, what is Gafford going to do? That's what we need to see. Is he going backwards or is he staying insane?
I think he'll play similar, but I think he's going to play off the bench. I think Lively's shown how good he was, especially in the playoffs. And he's 7'1", so he protects the rim a little bit more. Gafford's a little bit shorter at 6'10". He's so much better whenever they run the pick and roll, and they trap and they throw the ball to him in the middle of the floor. He's a much better decision maker than Gafford. Gafford sometimes will turn the ball over or travel trying to do too much, where Lively will either make the dunk, the layup, or the pass. That's the correct decision in that moment. So I definitely think Lively's going to work his way to be the starter. I don't know if game 1, if he'll be you know what, he might be, because Wemby's 7'4". You might want that 7'1" going against that 7'4".
True. But we're going to keep y'all posted on it.
That's our quick breakdown of the NBA.
That's our quick breakdown of the NBA. Let me see. Did I do the video on this one?
Okay, guys, we're back.
Who schedules this?
What's your name, bro?
Zay.
Minnesota.
Get him the out of here. Get him out of here.
Damn!
Bugs.
See, barely.
Barely.
But we friends though.
You right. Kevin, watch the light, dude.
Ooh, what do you do?
I make beats, man.
How tall are you?
I'm 66 inches tall.
66.
Are we ready?
Shout out, Ja.
I guess not.
It's magic.
That was part of the illusion.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Supposed to be courtside at the Pelicans game. They don't want to give me no courtside ticket.
They want Boosie.
That's cold-blooded.
You know how long I've been waiting for this?
What the Sigma?
Go down to the Magic schedule.
We'll be drawing the logo of the Boston Celtics.
Man, I don't want to see Orlando Magic post on TikTok their song with some cows dancing. They locked in. It reminds me of myself.
I love Orlando.
Horrible.
Why they gotta do Clay like that? Clay can't break it down for the one time.
Nah, you can't break it down. But that's a little, a little comedic joy that we bring to this episode. But man, shout out to those NBA teams for doing that little funny schedule that they posted on their Instagram pages. A lot of teams did it. The Magic did it. The Timberwolves did it. A couple other teams. The Lakers
What's
ain't do
out
it.
of this list before we move on? Final NBA thing. If you're watching this on TFTC clips, check out Tales from the Crib for full 1080p. But what is your favorite matchup? What is this like from opening week, basically?
Yeah, opening week. I want to see that
OKC Denver might be pretty good.
maybe depends on how Jamal Murray playing.
Suns Lakers on Friday.
I want to go Bucks and 76ers.
So my two favorite, my favorite is of course going to be Dallas because that's my team, and they're playing the Spurs. So it'll be nice to see them versus Wemby. They're at home versus Wemby and Chris Paul in their first game to see how that first look at the new Mavericks, first look at new look Klay Thompson joining the team. Shout out Klay.
With the ugly jersey number.
And then my second matchup will probably be my second favorite will be the Lakers. Suns to see LeBron go against KD and Booker, even though or LeBron and AD versus KD and Booker, even though they just won a gold medal together, they'll be versing. And then my third biggest matchup will be OKC versus Denver. I just think two heavyweights, going at it, and OKC finally got a real center in Harkenstein, so they'll actually have someone to put against Joker rather than him just getting abused or Chet just getting abused by the Joker.
True. And I'm looking forward to that Lakers Kings game because we haven't beat the Kings in a long time.
Dang, Lakers got 3 games.
The Lakers have the most televised games. I think Lakers have the most televised games this year.
It's rigged, bro. Because it's like every time they think LeBron's retiring, he's the Tom Brady of the NBA. Oh, I want to play 2 more years. Oh, I want to play till my son comes. Now that he's got one son in, he's like, I want to play until Bryce comes. Oh, no, I want to play until Zuri makes the WNBA. He's going to play till he's 55.
I believe it. You're going to play until 55. But comment down below how you feel about this